18 years old, and I'm gonna talk about the time I almost got abducted. I was 10 years old, and I used to live in the Chestnut Towers with my mom and sister.
She was a very cute, funny, smart, attentive, sweet little girl. She used to love to play with her dolls and also used to love to be with her sister.
We used to live on the 12th floor, and my grandma used to live on the 8th floor. My mother used to work until 10 o'clock at night, so we used to stay at my grandma's house. So one day I needed help with my homework, and I had to wait until my mom got out of work.
So once I got home, I let her know that I was home, and I asked her to come upstairs so I could help her with her homework.
So I went upstairs and I did my homework.
When she was done, I told her to basically stay because it was already late, but she wanted to go back down with her sister.
And before that, my grandma had asked me to bring a gallon of milk and some cereal.
She forgot that we don't have milk for her and her sister to eat cereal. So she went to her mom's house to get milk and the cereal.
When I was going up the stairs, I smelled smoke, like if somebody was smoking. I went to my mom's house with cereal and milk, and as I was going down the stairs, I seen a guy in front of the staircase door on my grandma's floor. I've seen the man before smoking in the staircase, so I didn't think anything of it. And I continued to walk down the stairs, and he punched me in my face. I kind of got dizzy and fell to the floor. I dropped the milk and the cereal. He turned me over, and he started punching me in the back of my head. He hit me like 3 times. When he was punching me on the back of my head, I had peed myself because I was so scared. So I was wet, of course. And he picked me up, and he grabbed me by my neck, and he started choking me. And as he was choking me, we were walking down the stairs. As we were walking down the stairs, I lost one of my shoes. So we continued walking, and I thought I was gonna die. I thought that was the end. I didn't know. I really thought I wasn't gonna be here anymore. I started thinking about, like, what's my family gonna think? What's gonna happen to me? And we continued going down the stairs, and he told me if I screamed that he was gonna break my neck.
I called my mom. She usually always calls me when she goes downstairs to my mother's house to let me know she's there. And she still hadn't called me, plus I heard that scream, and something just told me something's not right. So I called my mother to ask if she was downstairs.
My daughter, when she come down, my daughter called me to make sure she was here already, and I told her on the phone that she wasn't here yet.
So my mother told me no, that she wasn't downstairs yet, and of course at that time I already got nervous.
It's the 4th floor and then the lobby. So we got to the last floor, and he took off his shirt and he wiped all the blood off my face. And then he grabbed me by my wrist, and we started walking down the stairs. And once he started walking down the stairs, we got to the end, to the lobby, and he started dragging me, and I was kicking and trying to hit him, trying to fight him away. And the security booth, there was a security in there, and I yelled help, but he didn't hear me. Somehow I got away. I snatched my arm away, and he started running back out the door.
My mom told me, though, she probably went back upstairs, and I said, Mom, she can't be upstairs. I'm calling you from upstairs. There's no way she's up there. She's up here. So she said, well, let me check. Let me go to the staircase, to the door, and see if I scream her name, if she responds.
When I went to the stair, I saw the gallon of milk and the cereal on the stairs. So I told my daughter, no, I don't see her, but I see the milk and the box of the cereal on the stairs.
I got down to my mom's floor. I seen the gallon of milk in the cereal box. I'm already losing my mind. I'm crying. I didn't know what to do with myself. My mom looks down at the staircase door on the 7th floor. She sees one of her shoes, And so she's like, Marty, isn't that one of her shoes? And when I looked, I mean, it was almost like a movie scene. It was her shoe. I didn't want to know what to think. I left my mom on the floor. I just continued going downstairs all the way to the lobby to get the security guard.
So she came down to the stair. I went down with her to the stair as soon as we see that on the stair. So we go fast, running on the stair to down to the whole lobby. When we went to the lobby, thank God that she was crying and her face was like bleeding in the face, and she was with the security guard that was downstairs in the lobby.
And I ran to the security booth, and there was blood everywhere. My lip was broken. There was just a lot of blood. I went to the security booth, and he called the cops to his walkie-talkie.
All the way to the lobby to get the security guard. Basically to let them know that somebody took my child, to not let no one in and out this building because I was gonna find her. And at that moment when I'm running down the stairs, I go running straight to the security booth. I see my daughter in the security booth with blood on her nose, basically blood on her mouth, and this big lump on her forehead. And I just couldn't seem to understand what happened at that moment. So I just grabbed her, I hugged her, I'm asking her if she's okay, asking her what happened.
And right when I got to the security booth, my mom came downstairs. And I see my mom, and I got so happy. I've never been that happy ever in my life. To just know that it was over and I'm still here. I ran to her and I just started crying, and she started asking me questions, and I would, at the time I was shocked because I never thought this could happen to me. So we went upstairs and we waited for the cops to come. The cops came and they just started asking me questions, and I answered them. And then I remembered that I used to see him on the balcony all the time smoking. So I told them that, and we went downstairs, and they told me to point to his balcony.
But then she did mention the fact that it was the guy that's always smoking on his porch. So the police officer asked her to show her where that porch was. So we went over to that porch, and that's when the police officer flashed his light.
So they pointed, and they seen his girlfriend peeking out the window. So they ran upstairs, and her door was barricaded because she didn't want him to come back in the house because they were arguing, and she just didn't want him there. She gave him a photo album, and they showed it to me, and I told him that was the guy that did that to me. After that, we went to the hospital.
And then from there, they asked if my daughter wanted to go in an ambulance, and she didn't want to. So I brought her myself to the emergency room so they can do an exam on her. And so while we was in the emergency room, we were waiting for her to be seen. They had x-rays done. They checked to make sure there was no sexual assault, which thank the Lord there wasn't.
At that time, they caught him walking back into the building with a black hoodie on, and they brought him to jail.
I'm just proud to say that if it wasn't for my daughter, he wouldn't have been caught. If it wasn't for her being so observant and knowing her surroundings and just being the girl that she was and the young woman that she is today, none of this would have happened. So I'm actually, instead of her looking up to me, I look up to her because she is my hero.